Everybody, this is Alessandra. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making stuffed calamari, Calamari Imbottiti. Just the name is una poesia di mare. So let's get started with the ingredients. They're easy, delicious, and you could make them in less than half hour, truly, and such a wonderful meal. Okay, so right here I have the calamari and the tentacles. Okay, I have about 8 calamari. And all right, I'm gonna have extra virgin olive oil. I forgot to put it on the table, but I'll use it by the stove. This is a piece of Italian bread. It was a little stale, not completely very hard. And what I did was I cut the crust off and I pulsed it through the food processor. Okay. Now, so you're gonna need extra virgin olive oil, garlic, chili pepper. I have some Kalamata olives, or you could use green olives, so Gaeta olives. I have beautiful capers from the island of Pantelleria in Sicily. Fresh parsley from the garden. I always love to have my parsley outside. Some cloves of garlic, a little bit of the heat. We need a little red chili pepper, and I have half a cup of white wine. Oh, let's not forget these beautiful cherry tomatoes on the vine. Look at them. Just by looking at them, you know that whatever you're going to use them for, it's going to be delicious. Now, it's quick, so meet me by the stove and let's get started. Be generous with the extra virgin olive oil. I put on a frying pan. I'm going to add my oil. Put the flame on medium high, and the first thing is I'm going to add my garlic, and I'm gonna crush the chili pepper in. Okay, now while that's warming up and releasing its flavors, with the scissor I am going to cut my little tentacles, because that's going to be part of the stuffing. You could do this ahead of time and chop it on a chopping board with a knife, but I find it super easy to just do it like this. Just when the frying pan is small, just move it off to the side. So like that, the garlic really releases a lot of flavor. Adding the tentacles that are all cut up. Looks great, and it smells divine. All right, I'm gonna cut in some of the capers first. Fry up your calamari well so you avoid a lot of the splattering. So too big, just give them a little chop with the scissors. I love my kitchen scissors. I do everything with the scissors. Time to remove the chili pepper and the garlic. So you want to make sure everything is small, because the stuffing that goes in the calamari is really not a lot. Because the calamari, when they cook, they shrink. So you want to make sure that everything is finely chopped like this. Look at that, the capers. So basically what I did was I cut up the tentacles and I added them to the oil, and with the parsley and the cut up capers and olives. Okay, so the next step is going to be to add the wine. Just a little bit. Okay, there it goes. And let the wine evaporate. What I also like to do is add a couple of the tomatoes, just a couple, just for a little bit of the color. So I'm going to cut them up. Right now, let the wine evaporate. adding some of the tomatoes in. Just let it cook a little bit. Oh, smells just wonderful. Now it's time to add the bread. See, and the bread is going to absorb all the juice and become moist. There you go. Lower the flame. Okay, and it's nice and wet. Okay. See that? It's all nice and wet, the bread, but it's not totally mushy. It's just exactly the way it needs to be. Now we're gonna let it cool, and then I'll show you how to stuff the calamari. Waiting for the mixture to get cold, so what I'm going to do is just inform my cherry tomatoes. If you don't have fresh cherry tomatoes, you could use a can of plum tomatoes, but a very small one, the 14 ounces one. Or you could also use a plum tomato, just squish it with your hands. That works too. I saw these beautiful cherry tomatoes. I couldn't resist buying them because they are very beautiful. And I'm sure tasty too, actually. Wow, very sweet. All right, I'm going to taste the mixture because I need to adjust the salt and the pepper. The capers are in salt, so very good. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of the salt, just a pinch really, and crushed pepper. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and stuff the tubes. Now, one important thing with the tubes of the calamari, when you cook calamari, they shrink. So what you want to do, you do not want to overfill the tubes. I think I got to get a smaller spoon. So I'm going to go ahead. Push it in with your finger. Want to get it all the way to the bottom, but you're only going to fill them up 3/4 of the way. Wow. Yeah, this looks great. I'm gonna grab a toothpick and just go like this and seal it up, and there you go. Let's move on to the next one. I'm gonna dry. And the stuffed calamari could be one of your seafood dishes for Christmas Eve. I know there's a tradition in America of the 7 fishes. I'm sure it's a tradition that came over 100+ years ago from Italy. In my hometown of Vicequente, we do make plenty of seafood, but we don't count if there's 7 or not. But I'm sure there are and more. So this makes a nice part of your Christmas Eve 7 fish festival. Okay, and here it goes. The next one is done. Just be careful when you add. Fill them all up. Now let's move over to the stove and do the next step. I have a larger frying pan on, and I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of the extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons. Okay. Let it warm up and let the garlic release its flavor in the oil. The oil is hot, so I'm going to add the calamari in one by one. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Give them a turn so they brown on both sides. Okay. That's a good time to remove your garlic. It did its job with the flavor. Unless you like eating the cooked garlic, then leave it in. Otherwise, you can remove it. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's add a little bit of white wine, just a little bit, to create extra yumminess. Okay. Once the white wine evaporates, we'll add the tomatoes. Adjust your flame a little lower and let it cook. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put my wooden spoon right across and put a lid on it to let it cook. Okay, I want you to take a look at the oil and the tomato frying. Some of the calamari did open because I guess I overstuffed them because they shrink. Okay, they're ready, they're done. Let's plate them. I am super excited because they smell fabulous. Meet me at the table. Here it is. 1, 2, 3 calamari. Ecco qui. Now I'm going to spoon the delicious sauce right on it. There it goes. And of course I made a mess. It's okay. Let's go ahead and open one calamari up. I just want you to see the inside of it. See that? It's just perfect. Okay. Thank you for watching. I really am going to sit down and enjoy this with a great glass of wine tonight. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Hit the bell button to be notified. Lots of recipes coming up. Looking forward to Thanksgiving, Christmas. The 12 days of cookies are going to be coming out soon. Again, thank you. Arrivederci. Be well. Alla prossima. Ciao, ciao.